position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Duke Blue Devils offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run now. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it, came up and made a nice tackle.
Quick catch on third down. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. To the air, it's King. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the lone running back. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Powers through the defender. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, Let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Back to pass, it's King. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first. Be at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to